Welcome into the Better and Green podcast. I've got Ethan, Wyatt, I'm Ben. We have another great episode for you guys today. We're super excited. We've got a lot to talk about today, guys. We've got the Masters coverage to go over from this past weekend. NBA playoffs are starting. NHL playoffs will be starting. Last game, I believe, is on Wednesday, so those are coming up as well. It's put up or shut up time right now for a lot of teams. But let's start with the Masters first. Why you and me I was on the Americans going in. I know you put money on Koepka, right?
Yep.
And then he just choked so bad for us.
Yeah, I think I deserve Kepka a formal apology because, I took him at the very end of Saturday's play. So, halfway through that third round. And then I believe since the start of Sunday, because they played 27 holes on Sunday, he was +6, I believe, was his final outcome. So I think that's all on me, just completely cursing him. But yeah, complete lack of concentration on Koepka. He blew up. Had similar scenarios to like Jordan Spieth a couple years ago. Just bad luck. And Rahm, you could tell like the first or second hole on that final round on Sunday, Rahm was just, his eyes were set. He was concentrated, and you could tell Koepka got really uneasy, and that lead went away. 2-3 holes in, so it was bad luck. But yeah, Rahm was just the best golfer on the course. I think the whole tournament. Besides that hole one where he double bogeyed, had like 4 or 5 putts on that first hole on the first round. He was, I think, just the best golfer on the course. So I'm happy for Big Rahm. I know we lost a lot of money on him, but I am happy that he won it. He definitely deserved it. And yeah, hopefully he can keep it going this year. I love rooting for guys that have multiple major wins in a single season, just because I don't think it's going to happen that much. So I will be rooting for Rahm in tournaments to come. But it was a little disappointing with the outcome, just because I think I had like 16 outrights, and my closest was Koepka late. But yeah, just complete collapse for my boys finishing the round of the Masters.
It was so annoying because it was Koepka's tournament to win up
Yep.
until the very end, and just Rahm was the only one that was able to keep it close. And for him to come away with the win, I saw the last time I checked before it was over, it still had Koepka in the lead, Rahm at second, and then Americans at third and fourth. And I was feeling pretty good about it. I thought pretty sure that Koepka was going to win because he had been playing great up until that very last round, and just a total letdown. So I'm glad you're happy for Rahm because I'm going to be bitter about this one for a while. Ethan, did you have any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I had 4 outrights, and then Corey Connors just really shit the bed for me early. I needed Corey Connors, top Canadian, top 20. I think he was -1 after like 15 holes, round one. Went like +2, +3 in the final 3 holes there, and then went +7 day 2. He was like bottom 5 or bottom 10 in the entire thing, so not even close to hitting there, which was really frustrating. And then my outrights were never really close. Scotty Scheffler, Xander, Finau, and Rory. So, I peppered right around Rahm with Rory and Scheffler. Of course, I didn't play Rahm at all. So, yeah, just no dice for me there. I was kind of rooting for the amateur who was doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Sam Bennett, is that his name? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would have been awesome to see him win, or he still finished, well, I got it up here, tied for 16th. So really cool just to see him do well, especially with his story. But yeah, I mean, kind of crazy, all the weather and, the trees falling and everything. Just kind of wild. But yeah, bummed that none of us could come through and hit something there.
So close until the end. Ethan, you pulled the trump card, man, by wearing the NHL hat. So you get to start with NHL.
Yeah, I mean, we're a couple days from the Red Wings missing the playoffs again. Pistons are officially in the off season. So yeah, just kind of hoping that one of these teams can flip it around here. The Tigers don't look any better than where they were the last couple of years. So I don't know. One of these days we'll have Detroit teams back in the playoffs. I don't know when that'll be, but I do always like the offseason for every sport just because, I mean, it can't get worse. So
You got the Lions. This upcoming year.
Yeah, they're fine.
Division winners.
Which I never thought they would be the best Detroit team out there, but They seem to be. My main thing, though, Michigan State, Tyson Walker coming back for a 5th year. So that was the biggest news that I got today.
Nice, man.
Yeah. I have a couple of things to add. I'm going to quickly, I forgot to add this one last thing about the Masters. I go after guys in the comments all the time on TikTok. It's like my favorite thing to do. I'm a big man behind a screen and I don't know. I just love being a menace on it. But anyways, so there's one funny TikTok, not funny, this podcast of like these 3 guys. They're like Australian or British, some sort of accent. Kind of blew up. They didn't really have that many followers, but it blew up. I can send you guys a video later. But it was them talking about like predicting who's going to win the Masters. And they're like, well, the best ball striker, the best putter, and the best chipper. That's the guy who's going to win it. And I was like, no shit, Sherlock. Like I could have guessed that. So I wrote in the comments, like, if you can predict the winner, I will give you my life savings. And then they responded, Rom, like literally the day of. And of course, Rom goes ahead and wins it. It makes me look like an idiot. So it was just funny because they're like, well, you know, what basketball teams to win? I don't know. The team that scores more points. It's like, that's kind of what they were saying.
Yeah.
And so I jumped on them, but yeah, I got made look like a fool, but that's on a constant basis. But yeah, going into the NHL, you know, super pumped. We have NHL, NBA playoffs, so a really fun time for both those sports. Finally, in my opinion, the NBA is bettable, but we'll get into the NHL real quick because a lot of my plays, I won't get into my plays yet, but a lot of my plays are based on the wild card chase that's still alive in both conferences. So I'll quickly just go over how that's looking. In the East, there's currently 4 teams that are still technically alive. I have no idea how the Sabres are alive there. They do have 4 games remaining, but they are 6 points back from the first place in the wild card. So they really are going to have to win all 4 games to even have a chance. But the Panthers and the Islanders are tied to get into that wild card. Again, there's 2 wild card openings. Pittsburgh's 1 game behind. So those 4, the East is wide open. The West, the Kraken have already secured that first wild card spot. And then the Jets, the Flames, and the Predators are still technically alive for that second wild card spot. So when we get into our plays later, all of my plays are based on those 7 teams because they actually, in my opinion, have something to play for. I know NHL is not as bad as the NBA is, but the NBA, like we saw I don't know if you guys saw Golden State yesterday, scored 55 points in the first quarter, set an NBA record, ended up winning that game by like 57 points. Like just because guys are sitting or they don't care. And it's just, you can't bet the NBA in those scenarios. NHL is a little different, but there's still players like tonight, the Capitals are benching their whole team. Like it's hard to bet on those teams that are just, you know, they're done with this year tanking. But there are a couple games, like I said, that actually matter to these teams. And that's where I found my lines and the games that I really like. But yeah, NHL is winding down and there's nothing better than playoff hockey. I know Ethan's a huge fan of playoff hockey. I really got into it last year, but I think it's one of the best playoffs in all of sports. So I can't wait to start betting on that.
Yeah, it's been kind of at least last week, I thought it was just such an awkward time for sports with like MLB just getting started. It's really tough to find, you know, you don't want to go crazy right away. And then NHL and NBA winding down, same thing. You kind of lower your amount of plays. So yeah, I'm excited just for the playoffs to start, for baseball to keep picking up. And, you know, there's going to be a lot of bettable action here in the next month or so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm exactly with you guys. I've always been a huge hockey playoffs guy. Hockey's great in the regular season. It's one of those sports, I think, kind of like football, that even I feel like during the regular season, you get some really quality games. Playoffs is just another level. I might go as far as saying it's the best playoff format in sports. I love the NHL playoffs. I'm not going to talk about it too much, though, because I want to talk about a different topic. But before I even get into that, we wanted to give a shout out to Mac. Mac was the winner of our March Madness bracket tournament. So, Mac, you won $50, buddy. Reach out to us, get in contact with us, any of the social medias, hit us up in the DMs, and we'll make sure we get you paid. What I wanted to talk about is the state of sports betting in Missouri. That is currently where I live, and we have until Wednesday to make our decision on if it passes. So 2 years ago, it went to the Senate, and it never got voted on. Last year, made it to the Senate, and Senator Hoskins spent the entire time with a filibuster, and again, it didn't get passed. And so here we are again. They had an 8-hour period, and the same guy, Senator Hoskins, again, is doing a filibuster over video lottery terminals. That's the issue that we're having. I feel for in being a very conservative state, and this is not because we're definitely not a political podcast at all. We try to stay out of that type of stuff. For the state of Missouri that believes in small government, you got a right to bear arms. We're pro-gun, anti-abortion because we try to protect everybody, give everybody as much rights as possible, alive or not alive. Why can't I bet my Chiefs at -3.5? That's where we draw the line. That's it.
Because they're never -3.5. It's always -9.5.
That's true. Now I'll give you that, Ethan. So what's happening is all of our dollars, we are completely surrounded by states where it's legal. So it's legal in Kansas, it's legal in Iowa, it's legal in Illinois, it's legal in Arkansas. So all cardinal directions, it's legal. And if you're even in the center of Missouri, so it's the furthest from any of the states, it's only a 2-hour drive in either direction. You're not stopping sports betting, you're stopping Missouri from getting the funding that can go to our schools. And we're losing out on $30 million a year if this doesn't pass, and we have 2 days left. I'm very upset about it. I know whenever there's big events, there's a big rush of money, and you'll see a bunch of sports betting take place right on the Kansas City border and right on the St. Louis border. And that's just from everybody that's going to do it, just drives out there. And it irks me so much. And I just wanted you guys to just give a 2 cents on the whole topic of legalizing sports gambling.
You want to start, Wyatt, or you want me to?
Yeah, I can go. First of all, if they legalize it there, I think me and Ethan have to make a quick trip down, see the cribbo, and get in on all the deposit match offers, because that's
Come
like,
on down.
I don't know how many, someone figured out one time, like a state that has all of them, and it's like, $11,000 potential that you can win or whatever if you do it correctly. So we might have to do that. But yeah, it is weird. It's all in the conservative states. Like Florida still doesn't have it legalized. Texas is working on it. I know you just said Missouri, and then you go to California, the most liberal state out there, and they still won't they still won't allow it. So I'm not sure what it is. I understand there's a reason sports gambling makes a crap load of money, because people aren't good at it. So I understand maybe the basis of looking out for people, but also, I don't know. That's true with the lottery. The lottery is pretty much in every state too. So we're just allowing the lottery and not allowing sports gambling. And then sports gambling, their whole profit's not just off the losses of, its citizens. It's about advertising. It's about all that stuff that a lot of people are missing out on. That 30 million is not all of the people's money they lost in sports betting. I don't even know the percentage of it, but I know a crap load of it goes into advertising. Crap load of it goes into team funding and everything like that. So I think it gets a bad rep. I don't know why they're waiting. As you said, every other state around you is allowing it. And I'm not sure the political views of those states, but I'm pretty sure they're all very similar to Missouri. Yeah. So if they can, I don't know what's holding them back. It's probably one stubborn son of a gun, as you said, in office preventing it. And a person of power can do that, which sucks, but hoping it works out for you. It is frustrating. I completely agree. But yeah, it's, we're coming to a point where every state's going to have it legalized, I think, in the next 5 years. So, yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of shocking to me that it's not legal in all 50 states already. There's way worse things out there. Like you said, Wyatt, it gets such a bad rep. Like, I always say, like, what other hobby do you have a chance of making money at?
Right.
It's like the only, as long as you're not betting outside of your means, like, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a big missed opportunity if they don't pass it through. It's just going to be put off for another year. It's not like people aren't betting. Like you said, they either drive to a legal state. They could use Bovada. They could have a bookie. It's widely available. So it's either, just legalize it, let people do it legally, make your money, or yeah, they're still going to do it in the state illegally or drive and give that money to other states. So, yeah, it just doesn't make much sense to me that any state would continue to not make betting legal.
I think of all the states that touch Missouri, so like Tennessee's included, they have it legalized. Kentucky's the only one that doesn't, of the 8 states that touch Missouri.
Yeah.
So,
how far is the drive for you
to
to the
Illinois?
Closest state? Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's only 40 minutes, 45. Okay. Yeah. So that's the thing. It's just annoying. You're just costing us gas money, and our dollars are going to Illinois schools,
right,
instead of our own.
Right.
Great public schools, by the way, in Illinois.
Oh, I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. Way better than Missouri's. So that's all I had. If you guys are ready to get into the big 3.
Let's do it.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Mr. Titleist, let's start with you.
All right. Well, Ethan got us going on the MLB, so I'm going to stick with MLB for my first bet. I'm going to go again. You got to take this one with a grain of salt. I'm going to go with the Rays at -1.5. They're playing Boston. The Rays are 9-0 on the season. They're 9-0 against the spread on the season. They haven't won a game by less than 4 runs on the season, but they've also played the 3 worst teams in baseball. They played the Tigers, they played the A's, and I forget the other team they played, but it wasn't even worth mentioning. Some
Nationals.
Crappy team. Nationals. My Nats. So again, that's not a great resume, but again, they're not just beating those teams, they're destroying them by, again, I think every single game, but I think 2 games were decided by 4 points. And I think every other game besides those 2 was decided by 6 or more runs. So, but absolutely just throttling teams. The Red Sox are, I think, a below average team. I don't think the Red Sox are as good as people think they are. So I think the Rays are going to continue to make that role. I want to be on the right side of history. I think the longest streak in the MLB is starting the season off with 12 wins. I don't know how long the streak it is covering games, but again, they're 9-0 on the cover. So I want to be on the right side of history, and I'm going to take the Rays at -1.5. That's at +130. So great odds. I actually absolutely love that play.
Yeah, I was looking at that too. I was actually probably going to give out the money line for the Rays, but I'll let you have that now. I want to give out the Yankees at their +130 or whatever they were before they went up 2-0 in the top of the first, but I won't do that. Won't cheat here. I will look for another team that's been phenomenal at covering spreads going back 2 years or so. I'll take the Dodgers -1.5 against the Giants. Julio Urias on the mound, 2-0, 1.50 ERA. I don't know what the Dodgers covered at last year, but they were winning. It was almost like if they were winning by 2 or more, or else they were just losing, which they didn't lose often. So let me get a price on that for you quick. It is at
+110 on DraftKings.
+110. Yep, we'll take that. Nice plus price there.
Nice.
Yeah, and I don't like the Giants this year.
This is a super original pick by me, but I was looking over. I did all hockey today. I'm going with a parlay. I'm doing the New York Islanders and Winnipeg Jets money line. Now, I found this parlay. There's a guy looking down at she right now. If you follow our Discord, Wyatt actually gave that out in the Discord. And I love it for the same reasons that he loves it. Both teams are fighting for a playoff spot. Right now, you get it at +105. Wyatt, I got to give props to you, man, because I was looking at both of those also.
Am I allowed to do the same one? Because that's what I got.
Yeah,
all right, I'm gonna rock with the Islanders Jets on the money line +105 DraftKings. I wrote the whole. Make sure you're following that Discord. I wrote the whole write up in there. I also doing a small humble brag at a decent write up in the Discord with the college hockey semifinals, and that hit perfectly. So again, that was my first ever college hockey game that I bet on. So I'm rocking that moneyline parlay as well tonight.
Those are excellent write-ups too, because it's not just Wyatt just putting a screenshot of something or just saying hit this. He tells you why it's a good bet, and so those are great write-ups, man. I want to give you props for that.
Appreciate it.
He also went against his Michigan Wolverines in the college hockey, so
it was a great play.
It was.
They ended up winning it all. Good for them. Don't even know how to pronounce it, so I'm not going to say it.
Well, now I'm glad I didn't give out the Rays with you because we would have really been double dipping a lot here. But I'll go to hockey as well. I'm taking Nashville, Calgary under 5.5. It's minus 110 on DraftKings. I was just looking earlier. It's even odds on points or Bet Rivers. So shop around there. I would love to get a 6. Don't think you're going to get one, but like Wyatt mentioned, Calgary, Nashville, both still alive for the playoffs, and I think this late in the season, I love taking unders in games like that. Not to mention it's UC Saros and Markstrom, I think, is in net for the Flames. So 2 good goaltenders on top of it, under teams. Yeah, I really like under 5.5 in that game. 2-1 final probably.
Ethan, I apologize, but I'm going against your Red Wings today. I'm on Dallas,
Fine.
60-minute money line. Odinger's in net. The Stars are just, I feel like, one of the best teams in hockey, and they're red hot. So I got them. Also, with Husso being a former Blue, I've seen more than enough of Ilya Husso. He's given up over 3 goals a game, a sub 900 save percentage. So, yeah, I'm rocking with Dallas 60-minute money line. That's only minus 110.
You will never find me arguing a bet against the Red Wings.
Hey, there was a point there before they traded away Bertuzzi that they were making a little playoff push.
They were.
And, yeah, that collapsed quickly. But, yeah, I mean, great team to bet against. So, can't complain. I'm going to go back to that Predators-Flames game. I'm going to take the Predators plus the 1.5. It's at minus 145. Kind of the same reasoning that Ethan just said. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I really wanted to take like a correct score, like a 2-0 or something like that. I think the Predators are going to win outright. I have no idea why they're such a huge plus money at plus 185 on the money line, but I did the plus 105 to be safe. It is minus 145, so it's, not great odds, but yeah, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. And I also like the Predators to score. The Flames haven't the Flames have allowed a goal in every single game, I think, for the past 26 games. So I'm hoping the Predators can put up 1 or 2 goals. And if they do that, I think it's going to cover easily because of the under.
Yeah, for what it's worth, I think Nashville wins as well. So I do like that play a lot. Let's see here. Yeah, also just going back to the Wings, I think 2019, 2020, I literally bet the puck line against the Wings every single game. Made a killing in the NHL that year. And it took them like until January or February to make it minus odds. So let's see here. I am going to actually look at that game as well. I'm going to take the under in the Wings Stars game, under 6, minus 105. Shop around, might be able to get a 6.5, but yeah, Ottinger and net. Don't think the Wings are going to score much. Dallas isn't going to have to score much. Yeah, I could see this easily landing on 6 being a push, so I will probably shop around, see if I can get a 6.5 because I have not bet it yet. But I don't see it being a high scoring game.
Yeah. Wait, we're all going with the unders today then, because I'm gonna go with the under in the Panthers Maple Leafs game, under 7. They got Samsonov in net. He has goal against average at 2.36. This game's down in Florida, and I believe, Wyatt, if you weren't saying it on the podcast, you were at least saying it in the Discord. Florida, they're right there tied for the first wild card spot. So they're as alive as ever to make this playoff push. Minus 145 favorites. But going against the better goalie, 7 goals is a lot. And if I can sweat out the 7 for a push, then I feel pretty comfortable taking that.
Yep.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Tough to get
and
to
that's
8.
the thing
Yeah.
we'll have to bring up as well when it comes in the playoff hockey is the unders are the play.
Yeah.
Don't get freaked out when you see a bunch of 5.5 totals because they soar under.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's keep it on hockey real quick. I want to ask you guys a quick question about Boston. They broke the record. Most regular season wins. They're obviously the favorites to win it all. Do you guys have them pretty much winning it all right now? Ooh.
Nope. I don't think so. Only one President's Trophy winner has won, the last time the President's Trophy winner won, I think it was Vancouver back in 2012. Actually, last time that record was broken by Tampa Bay back in 2019, they got swept out of the first round by Columbus.
Yeah.
And Columbus is kind of a joke. I don't even know how they made the playoffs. Yeah, I mean, they're good, but no, if I could bet Boston or the field, I'll take the field all day.
I'm glad you brought Tampa Bay up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty high on the Bruins this year. I've been high on them from the get-go. I know a lot of people are pretty big on the Hurricanes and pretty big on the Avalanche as well, but the Bruins all around are just a great team. It is kind of, I don't know. It just seems like a lot of the time we're seeing these upsets occur where the overall team in the playoffs hasn't, really done it in a while. Besides the NFL, it seems like that happens more often. But every other sport, it seems like the number one overall seed doesn't quite, they fall short of the expectations. But I don't know. I think the Bruins are so good defensively, offensively. David Pastrnak, whatever his name is, an absolute stud. Giving Connor McDavid a run for his money. Obviously not quite McDavid level, but I think the Bruins are going to do it. Probably crappy odds right now, but I do think the Bruins are gonna win it.
Their goaltending has been outstanding, so if they can keep that goaltending up, they're going to be a tough out this year.
Yeah, one thing I will say, I think if you are looking to do futures, the West has all of the value because the East is, who knows who's coming out of the East. But I do have I have the Rangers out of the East. I took preseason 20-1, and then I have the Avs at 7-1, and I just took the Stars at 13-1, and I really like the value on that. I think they're probably, if they don't see Colorado early, they probably make the Western Conference Finals. And then my hope is they make the Western Conference Finals against Colorado, and then I'll have skin in the game in the Stanley Cup, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, Ethan, I believe that the best bracket from Better and Green was not done by one of us three. It was done by a coin.
It was done by a coin.
And I hear that he's going to be making an appearance today.
This guy right here has been running my life for the past week. Flip it every morning. Should I get out of bed? Should I not? Listen to the coin. But no, I did the Twitter scratch offs for Christmas scratch offs that I got, $72, which that's the most I've ever made on scratch offs ever. So naturally, I got 4 more tickets for Easter yesterday. I'm like, well, there's no way I'm scratching all these right now. I have to do it in the style that won me the money. So yeah, a little lucky hot 7 here. I'll just scratch it quick with the lucky coin, see if I can win a quick $5,000.
Let's go.
All right.
First person to comment gets half.
Yeah. Let's see here. Our hot number, we have 5 options here. We got to match it to the hot number. So our hot number is 11, which happens to be my. Did we get a count? Wyatt?
Yeah, it's Wyatt.
All right, buddy. I'll Venmo you $1 here when I win 2.
Perfect.
Hot number 11, which is my roulette number. So, we'll see. Nope. Ooh, what's this? Match any of your numbers to a hot number. Win price shown for that number. If the matching your number is red, shit. It's red, but it's not my number. No. We lost.
Oh.
Damn.
We lost.
Oh.
There it is.
Fair enough.
Of course, they give you the 13 on there.
Yeah, I know. The 13 and the 10 for my last 2.
Kids, it's
well,
very
that's
important.
okay.
Scratch offs are it's gambling and not safe. That's why you should stick to sports betting. All right. Let's see. Are we ready to get into the NBA playoff breakdown?
Think so.
Okay. Who would like to start? Oh, actually, Ethan. Would you like to introduce the tournament?
Yeah. So, we just did the March Madness tournament challenge. Tournament. We're going to do an NBA tournament as well. So I use the ESPN fantasy app. You could probably just go on to espn.com/fantasy. I'm sure it's there as well. Our group name, Better Green, BETTOR Green, password BIG, all caps. And yeah, you can join. Just, it's not as involved as the March Madness tournament, obviously. Pretty quick, easy, get your picks in. We're just doing it for fun, just to keep the bracket format going. So yeah, we have that. We'll be doing an NHL one as well. Obviously, we still have a week for that. So next week we'll probably have details for the NHL. It's probably gonna be the same thing though. Better Green, password BIG, all caps.
Awesome. Wyatt, how about you give out the picks first?
Alrighty. Do you want me to just go first round first? Is that what we want to do? Play-ins first?
Sure.
Playing. Yep,
Okay.
that works.
We'll go through the play-ins, and then I'll do the two teams that are going to advance. So in the West, I'm going to take the Pelicans over the Thunder, and I'm going to take the Lakers over the Timberwolves. This now means that the Pelicans will be playing the Timberwolves for that 8 seed, and I have the Timberwolves winning as my 8 seed in the West. So I have LA and Minnesota moving on to that, technically the first round of the West. And then from that first round, I'm going to pick the Nuggets over the Timberwolves, the Suns over the Clippers, the Warriors over the Kings, and then the Grizzlies over the Lakers. Moving on to the East, I'm picking the Raptors over the Bulls and Miami to advance as a 7 seed over the Hawks. From there, that means the Hawks will be playing the Raptors in that final play-in game, and I have Toronto moving on as that 8 seed in the East. From there, I have the Bucks winning in round 1 against the Raptors, the Knicks over the Cavs, the 76ers over the Nets, and then Boston over Miami.
Alrighty, so I have a lot of the same. Pelicans over the Thunder in the West, Lakers over the Timberwolves for the 7-8 game, and then I'm actually going to take the Pelicans to beat the Timberwolves and advance to play the Grizzlies or the Nuggets. Nuggets to advance. I have the Suns over the Clippers, Golden State over Sacramento, and then I have the Lakers over the Grizzlies. For the East play-in, I have the Bulls over the Raptors, Heat over the Hawks, and then I have the Hawks over the Bulls. Bucks over the Bucks over the Hawks, Cavs over the Knicks, Sixers over the Nets, Celtics over the Heat.
That's very close.
Big Lakers guy, huh? Lakers gonna make a little run here.
Hey, we'll see.
That is like right with me, Ethan. I got the Bucks beating the Raptors, the Cavs beating the Knicks, 76ers beating the Nets, and then Celtics beating the Heat. And then I have the Nuggets beating the Pelicans, the Suns beating the Clippers, Warriors beating the Kings, and I too have the Lakers over the Grizzlies.
Lockstep for the West.
Yeah.
All right, I'll move on to my round 2. I am going to take the Suns over the Nuggets. I think the Nuggets are very overrated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take the Warriors over the Grizzlies. In the East, I'm going to take the Bucks over the Knicks, and then the Celtics over the 76ers.
Okay, I have to go find my bracket that I just made earlier. Okay, I have if it'll load here. I have the Suns over the Nuggets as well, Lakers over the Warriors, Bucks over the Cavs, Celtics over the Sixers.
We're all going to be pretty close. So I got the Bucks over the Cavs as well. Celtics over the 76ers. Suns over the Nuggets. Nuggets have really been falling off here towards the end of the season. And then Warriors versus Lakers, I went with the Warriors.
Yeah, we're pretty close here.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Suns to make the finals, and I'm going to take Boston to make the finals in the East, and I'm going to take Boston on the back-to-back champions. They won it last year, right? Making sure.
Golden State.
Oh, never mind. Boston on revenge then to win it.
There you go.
Yeah.
I will take the Bucks over the Celtics. I'm taking the Lakers over the Suns, and I'm taking
Oh,
the Bucks all the way.
okay.
God, you're all wait till the Lakers don't even make it out of the play-in game.
I would love that, honestly. I don't like the Lakers, but I'm all about the NBA's no parity. It's all the usual suspects, and
That's true.
Yeah.
the way I gotta go.
Yeah. Well, this is going to sound super different than any of your guys' picks. I have the Celtics and Suns making the finals with Boston winning it all.
All righty.
Look at that.
There's
Yeah,
about
I
as
mean,
much parity between us three as there is in the league.
Yeah, no kidding.
yeah, I'm interested to see the Suns because they really haven't played with their
Yeah.
full lineup yet. So I think
Right.
they could be dangerous, or they could just be completely overrated.
Right.
But I am interested to see KD, Booker, Chris Paul, and Aiton all on the court at the same time. That's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Can we just move the Bucks and the Celtics into the Eastern Conference Finals now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm also tempted just to take Brooklyn over the 76ers because the 76ers can't win a playoff series to save their life. So,
Right.
But I think they're going to get it done.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Brooklyn could have that extra fight in them for,
They're a
getting rid of
scrappy
those
team. I
stars.
love the new Brooklyn team. I like their new look.
Yeah.
I just saw the stat that Mikal Bridges has played like 366 consecutive NBA games,
I saw that
longest
too.
by like 175, which is disgusting because the NBA is a joke now. But I respect him for that, and I kind of want to root for him now.
I know. I saw that same thing and was pretty impressed.
Yeah.
But
What do you guys think about the Cavs and that defense? Do they have any chance? They get the Bucks early.
I mean, their only
Yeah.
player is Mitchell. Like
Yeah.
they're garbage besides Mitchell. So
Yeah.
the Knicks defense isn't bad either. So I mean, I don't know. I just think Knicks have more firepower on offense. I'm just worried that the Cavs. I mean, they have Garland. I guess is all right, but he's another guard. Mobley is not bad, but I don't know. I think the Knicks have too much on offense to lose that series.
yeah, I don't know much about that series. Who gets by? I don't think they'll beat the Bucks though. The Bucks to me is just my gut feeling. I've had this feeling for about a month that I see the Bucks winning the whole thing. So I mean, obviously the Celtics could catch them. Really, that's the only other team I could see out of the East. But
Well, what about percentage chance that the Warriors go back to back?
very slim.
Sub 10.
I would say.
I think they have a good chance to at least make it to. I mean, the Kings are by far the easiest 3 seed. I don't think the Grizzlies are. I mean, they're tough. They can score a lot of points. So and they might give them a run for their money, but I like Golden State in that one. I just don't think Golden State's good enough to beat. I don't know. The Suns are a complete wild card. Again, I have
Yeah.
no idea what they're gonna do. Like on paper, if they all play how they're supposed to, they are equivalent to the whatever year that was Warriors team when Katie was on that team as well. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough to think of what the Suns are going to do. So I'm just banking that they're going to do what they are supposed to do, but that's never the case in the NBA. So I don't know. I think the Warriors have a good chance at making it to at least a third round.
Now, if the Suns don't gel and the Warriors end up in the championship, what does that jump up to you guys, whether Bucks or Celtics?
I mean, I feel like Steph Curry can always keep you in it and win you a series, but I don't know. I don't have a much to base this off of except just gut feeling, but I can just see the Bucks winning it. That's just what my gut's telling me. I don't know. One track mind that way, I guess.
I think it's for sure going to be an Eastern winner, and that's usually rarely the case because the West is usually the one that's loaded. But the West is loaded in those middle seeds, whereas the East is super top heavy with Boston, the Bucks. Even if you want to throw the 76ers in there, super top heavy. I think all 3 of those teams are better than Denver and Memphis and the Kings. If you want to throw in the 3 seeds of the West, the West is not top heavy. They're just really heavy in that middle, that 4 to 7 range, I think, are really heavy. But no idea how the Nuggets are the 1 seed. Every time I've watched a Nuggets game, they've lost by 30 plus points. So I must just be catching them on off nights or whatever. But I know Jamal Murray's healthy again, which he has not been for a long time. And Jokic is obviously an MVP candidate, but I don't know. I can't even see them. I don't know. They just don't have it in me to be a champion. And I don't think they have it in me to make even a long run at that. So I think 100% the champion's going to be in the West or the East. And I'm wondering if you can find the odds on that.
Do you guys have any idea what the Warriors were last year entering? Were they a 7? I think they were. I want to say they were like 9-1 to win it all entering the playoffs.
I can look it up.
I feel like they were in a similar spot, but I could be wrong.
That's the one. Like you said, Ethan. That's the thing with the Warriors. Like Curry and Clay and Poole can all score 40 points in a game by just getting hot. So very dangerous. Just if they have a good shooting night, they could literally beat everyone.
Yeah, they're a 3 seed.
Interesting.
They started off against Denver. 1-4-1.
Okay. Huh. Who were the 1 and 2 seeds? Does it show? Oh, the Suns and the Mavs.
Yep. Phoenix and Memphis.
Oh.
Mavs were the 4 seed.
Mavs were 4. Okay.
Memphis back-to-back second seed.
Yeah, that's surprising.
Smoke and mirrors. Good regular season team because they try harder than everybody else.
How about that Mavs implosion this year, though? That is unreal.
I'm pretty mad at myself for. I'll go for it.
Sorry, I just got on DraftKings on a wormhole, but you can get the Bucks to beat the Suns or the Celtics to beat the Suns. First one's plus 1,000. The second one's plus 1,600.
Really?
Those aren't bad. Or even if you want to throw in the Warriors, or I know Ethan, you have the Lakers, but Bucks to beat the Warriors is 1,600 as well. Celtics to beat the Warriors is 2,200.
Wow.
So I think those. I might be dabbling in one of those or something like that.
Does it show you the Bucks over the Lakers, or is that too far down? You probably shouldn't even tell me because I'm probably gonna run and bet it right now.
No, that's the Clippers.
They might have to win the play-in to get that far.
Bucks to beat the Lakers is 3,000. It's like middle of the pack.
Sounds a lot better than my Bucks plus 440 future to win the whole damn thing over anybody.
Now, hear me out here. Brooklyn Nets to beat the OKC Thunder plus 1 million. That might be worth $1.
Hey.
Yeah, plus 1 million. I've never seen one that high on.
If Oklahoma City makes it to the finals, I will sleep outside for a year, unprotected from the elements.
Yeah.
All right, but we got that on record, so
we do.
Yeah.
Don't even have to win it; they just have to be there.
That's true.
If they win it, my God.
Just want to give a quick shout out to all of the new subs and followers that we've gotten over the past week. We've got a good amount on YouTube. So if you're a new subscriber watching this, hey, thank you. We appreciate it. We're working hard over here. We really are. And our TikTok is almost up to 100 now. Man, we were at like 17 for forever because we were just kind of post every now and then. But now that we've kind of spent more of a focus and we've been growing really fast. And so thank you to all you guys. And you guys are super active over there on TikTok too. So we appreciate all the comments and stuff.
We got the TikTok godfather.
Yeah, we do.
Still working on my shadow ban. They are not happy with me over in China.
That was hilarious. One too many drinks and a DM.
And that'll do it to you. That's usually never a good outcome. Usually involves girls and not corporate TikTok
Chinese corporations.
Yeah.
Wyatt
Turns out you get a very similar result. Just get shunned.
Yeah.
Wyatt sent the "you up" text to TikTok management.
Yeah.
They haven't even responded either, which is the best part.
Uh,
It just completely ignoring me, but
that's
we'll get
awesome.
there.
Yep.
What are you guys thinking
that's
about the
good.
shorts that we've been posting? You guys been enjoying them?
Phenomenal.
I love the shorts. I absolutely love the shorts.
I've been having a blast making them. We got about two in the holster right now. We got it going up. What did we have go up last time? Let's see. Give everybody a little sneak peek of what's coming out tonight. The Gatlinburg Shiners. So Ethan, that means yours is coming out.
Mm.
The Dakota
Portland?
Doom.
Oh yeah.
I'm still
Love
upset
that.
I missed this whole. The one show I'm gone, we have the best topic of games to go through.
We've been holding on to that one until you missed a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're lucky we were going to have the Gotham City Knights, but
Mm.
maybe we'll pull that one on the back burner.
It's done
That
so
would've
well.
been
We might
good.
have to do it again.
Yeah.
Did you go back
Yeah.
and watch it, Wyatt, to see all of them already? Or are you kind of like getting to see them as they come out?
I'm getting to see them as they come out. I kind of like it that way because the way you do the video editing is it's unbelievable.
Brings it to life.
So it does bring it to life. So wow,
I did
yeah,
thought-
these are doing great.
Yeah.
I thought that YouTube commenter who said it would do really well as a minor league baseball team.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not a bad idea. Like minor league
Yeah.
baseball probably does have the best teams.
I
I feel like logos and team names and stuff like that.
Like there's no reason that we should know who the Savannah Bananas are. Literally no reason.
Right. Yeah, who knows? If we see the Gatlinburg Shiners out there in any sport.
Yeah.
Did
We'll
we?
be
Yeah, we got to get the copyright for that.
Yeah.
I know. These are a little bit too good. I'm starting to get worried.
Right.
You know what I was working on last night though that I got done? I just finished the Cryptids one.
Oh yeah.
And when I say it might be my favorite one yet, dude,
That's gonna be a good one.
oh my god. It's gonna be nuts. That one's gonna need to drop at like the noon because if it drops at 8 o'clock and you're watching it at night, click away.
Right.
It's real spooky hours on that one.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that. What else you got up your sleeve there?
Yeah.
I know the teams. I don't know the shorts
Yeah.
of the teams.
I got to use a little bit of AI generating images for your Oklahoma Outlaws.
Which part?
The western looking saloon, the stadium.
Okay. Yep.
Got a couple of those.
Does that cost money to do that rendered images AI?
Not the one that I do.
Okay.
There are a couple that do, but I mean, I showed 3 pictures and I probably made about 40. So
Okay.
they're not always great.
Right.
Yeah, I always wonder where you find these clips and everything from.
Oh man, YouTube, and then I got a little downloader plugin.
There you go.
Shout out to like the Moonshiners Discovery Channel episode.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Discovery Channel for the Cryptids episode. I'm telling you, I'm finding some stuff just trying to make these shorts. I'm like, I need to start watching this. Some
Right.
dudes with these big old beards just walking through the mountains looking for the Cherokee Death Cat. Like, this is some good TV, man.
That's awesome.
I saw a funny TikTok regarding the Moonshiners show, and it's like, you guys know liquor's free now, right? Like you can go to the store and just get Jack Daniels. Like you don't need to hide in the woods and make liquor. It's free.
Yeah.
Or not
Yeah.
free. You can go buy it.
Right.
Legal.
That's funny. Hey, speaking of big old beards wandering through the wood, I'm looking to shave mine. So if anyone wants to make me a bet where if I lose, it comes off, feel free.
Okay.
How long has that been going?
Oh, God. Probably
Since we started.
November, October. Yeah, somewhere in there.
You got some flow in the back too.
Yeah, that's got to go too. That'll be coming next. This is like my yearly haircut beard trim. That'll once, maybe one out two.
I'm a little frightened to see you without that. I think you might
I'll have to
lose about
reintroduce
10 years of
myself.
age.
Yeah. I might not be recognizable,
You
but
might be in trouble with the gambling regulators because you got a 12-year-old talking about what picks he likes.
yeah, no kidding. I'll leave a little bit of something just so I don't get shut down here. But
On our
Yeah,
100 episode, or not 100 episode, 100 subscriber special, it started with our first episode, like our very first opening, and I was like, holy shit, that's what Ethan used to look like. I mean,
I know.
totally different dude.
I just looked at pictures from like January. I'm like, damn, it's a lot different than now. But I was sitting out in the sun yesterday. I'm like, I could get rid of this thing. So when I shave it like mid-June, I'm not completely white for
Yeah,
half my face and dark for the other half. So yeah, it's about time. Winter's over.
you guys got
Coming out of
anything?
hibernation.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been really nice down here. Has it been nice for you guys?
It's finally getting awesome up here. It's gonna be like high 70s, low 80s next
Awesome.
couple of days here. So yep, real looking forward to it.
It was 80s all last weekend, but I was in Florida, so
Yeah.
no, yeah, it's starting to get nice here too. I think it was like 65 today,
Nice.
so not bad.
Yeah, it's about same thing here.
I hate spring. Just fast forward. Let's get to
Yeah, I know.
summertime.
Yeah, especially in Michigan spring. 80 one day, snowing, and 27 the next.
Yeah.
We're almost out. I mean, I know I don't live in Michigan anymore, but usually end of April, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe some showers and whatever, but there's usually no more snow. So hopefully
Right.
that's done. But
Right.
Michigan
Yeah.
summers are so nice, though.
Yeah. Keeps me here, that's for sure.
Did you
So
guys
in the
do
winter,
much,
I'm like, why am I here?
you guys do much swimming in the Great Lakes?
Mm-hmm.
It is
Yeah,
cool
I'll go
as
to-
shit.
Grand Haven a handful of times. Go to Lake
Yep.
Michigan. Yeah, it's very underrated. Well, not for it's probably overrated for Michigan people, but like if the rest of the world ever finds out about the Great Lakes, like like, especially Lake Michigan, it's like amazing. So
Yeah.
trying to keep
I
that one on
definitely-
the down low.
Yeah. I definitely took it for granted being 35, 40 minutes away
Yeah.
from a beach.
Now
But-
Lake Huron over by Detroit is shit, so don't go
Yeah.
over there. But
Yeah.
Lake Michigan and what's the deep one up there? Lake Superior are
Superior.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swam in Lake Erie one time. It's a border Cedar Point, but yeah, nothing special.
I don't know why. I just wasn't expecting it to be that cold.
When were you there?
July.
Yeah.
I know that's what, probably 60s in
Yeah.
July. It doesn't get super warm, but I mean,
No.
usually like late summer, it's not bad. Like you can go in there and not get cold. But yeah, definitely if you're gonna go in like June, it gets pretty cold. But yeah, I usually don't notice anything like come July, August. It's usually fine.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
See, yeah, I think we got there like July 5th or 6th. So we were there
Yeah.
like very beginning July.
Yeah, I guess it would still be a little chilly, but
When I was young and invincible, I used to swim in there in March. I would never do it now. But
yeah, it's pretty cold. That would give me a heart attack.
yeah. I just have pictures. I don't like fully remember it, but I just have pictures and I'm like, how in the hell did I just enjoy myself
Yeah.
swimming? And I mean, it probably just thawed out from the winter, but yep.
All right. You guys have anything else to add?
I
Maybe
do
quick
not.
on mention OBJ.
Oh yes.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can start. I did see today he's got a $15 million cap hit next year, which is more than all 5 of the Lions starting receivers combined. So that made me feel pretty good. Yeah, I guess I'll just open up the question to you guys. What do you guys think that means for Lamar? Does that entice Lamar to get a deal worked?
Yes.
Do you think he plays?
Kinda. I mean, it helps.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's not going to hurt him. I do have a funny thing about the OBJ though. I'm trying to find the picture on Twitter right now. Oh, here it is. Um, Ben, I think you should send in your resume to get a better. You can't really see it really good on here, but a better picture edited with OBJ in a Ravens jersey, because you could get yourself a job right now on ESPN graphics team, because that was crap. So send in a resume, become the graphic designer for ESPN, because him with that Ravens jersey on looked like a 4-year-old did it. So, but yeah, I mean,
It looks like I did it.
huge pickup for the Ravens. It's just I don't know. OBJ's getting old. They really don't have anyone at wide receiver still. Like OBJ is definitely going to be great, but he's not going to be your number one wide receiver. So it's enticing. I don't know. I kind of feel like he's cut a lot of strings at Baltimore. I think it's gonna be hard to turn back on that, but you never know. So it's definitely interesting. Makes everything interesting.
I think they're expecting him to be a wide receiver one with that type of money
Are
that
they?
they're paying him. And let's see who's their number one right now before OBJ. It was Bateman.
Rashad Bateman.
Yeah, Bateman, and he's on and off injury, and
Yeah.
And he's all upset with management as well.
Mhm.
Bateman is. He
Yeah.
had a phenomenal 4 weeks to start the season. He was on fire.
I forgot what they said. I think their owner or GM or someone came out and was like, we've missed on the top end talent in the draft that we've picked the last couple of drafts or something. And Bateman was like, well, what the hell?
Yeah.
Type deal. I think it's something like that happened. But yeah, I think OBJ did so well in LA because Cooper Kupp was
Right.
number one. So we'll see. But
I saw that Lamar had been recruiting OBJ. So I think that goes a long way, and at least playing this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. OBJ's last play, obviously, was that torn ACL, so who knows if he's even, he's probably lost a step.
Hopefully he doesn't sign this contract or his contract this year with Bitcoin incentives, because I don't know the exact number, but I think his contract of the Super Bowl winning season, he had earned $65,000.
Yeah.
Because he took it all in Bitcoin, and Bitcoin tanked to $10,000 a share when it was at 48,000 or whatever it was. So yeah, I think OBJ earned 65 grand on the Super Bowl season.
He's like, I don't care who signs me, but I need 15 mil.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. They're taking the jet skis if not.
Right. Was it Russell Okung? Was he the first guy that took his paycheck in Bitcoin? Do you remember?
I have no idea.
And the only reason I bring that up, I think it was him. Did you guys see his transformation? His body transformation? Insane.
Dude, skinny now.
Insane. It didn't even look like the same guy.
No.
But
he literally looked like a breadstick wearing pants. Just completely straight.
If he's the one that got his paycheck in Bitcoin, he must have taken it out because he's preparing to never play an NFL snap again with that weight loss. So good for him, though. I mean, he looks completely unrecognizable. Yeah. But
nice beard now too.
Yep. Yeah.
I feel like just with there being no market for Lamar, I don't see if he does sit out, that it does anything for next year. I think he needs to go and play.
Right.
So
I bet the Ravens are going to be a bet against team, at least for the start of the year. I'm curious to see who they get week 1, but I'll probably be against them.
Yeah.
Hopefully Lamar plays.
I don't love the Ravens next year.
Yeah.
Their division usually is great. Is kind of down a little bit too. So that's my only thing that would maybe have them winning a couple games. But yeah, they're not great. So
yeah. I hope they play Pittsburgh week 1. And then Pittsburgh's probably going to be a plus 200 underdog.
Yeah.
And I'll take that. But we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of these questions will be determined after the draft and when training camp starts. So we'll know a lot more
Yeah.
before the season.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else, guys?
I do not.
Covered everything?
No.
Okay. Mac, hit us up, man. Hit us up in the DMs.
Yep.
Let us know. We
Yep.
want to get you paid, man.
If you don't, I'll be using that money to head down to see Ben and get my deposit bonuses.
Yeah, when's
if
the
all
the
goes
hearing
well.
on this? When will you find out?
This Wednesday. We got 2 more days. So I'm telling you
Ooh.
guys, all y'all need to do is have the gas money. I've got two couches, a spare bedroom, blow up mattress. You guys come down, man. We'll have a good
Hey,
time.
I'll take a loan out if it can guarantee me 10 grand in deposit matches. So
Yeah.
Right. No
might as well
do a
just
Grubhub
stop on
order
every
to you
state on the
guys.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll bring you a sandwich if you want to pay me my
Yeah.
mileage and time.
Yeah.
Give me a nice tip.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for the Better and Green podcast. Again, thank you to all of our new subscribers and followers. If you are not subscribed and following yet, please do so. You see our number right there, 157 so far. We're growing every day. Be a part of it. We're trying to win you guys some money. Post the stuff. Great stuff every day right now. We got it. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, anywhere that you have social media, you can find us. So make sure you guys come on over, join the live so we can interact with you guys. We'll see you all in the next episode. Peace, guys.
Later, guys.
You guys.